authentic and just raw, because I want you guys to understand something. You don't have to come from money first and foremost. I'm just a country boy from the state of Missouri who grew up in a shotgun house with a single mom and 14 kids that slept on a wood floor with no cover and a box fan. That's the God honest truth. So you don't have to. I mean, I grew up getting in a house getting $700 for food stamps and a $300 welfare check, raising 14 siblings. My mom did. So I just wanted to get that out the way, because a lot of times people think they got to come from money. You got to have money passed down. It has nothing to do with that. So a little bit about myself, guys. Again, if you know my story, I worked as a welder for 14 years at a job. I was a 3-time employee of the month. Showed up every week, volunteered. I'm to my a true company man, no days off, miserable, almost lost my wife, almost lost relationship with my kids because I put the job before I put them. I mean, just miserable, still living paycheck to paycheck, behind on all my bills. Make a long story short, guys, I come in after giving that job almost 15 years of my life, blood, sweat, and tears. They came in on a Tuesday morning, make a long story short, and they fired me. They walked me out. I sat in the car crying, bawling. And I didn't even tell my wife for almost 2 days. I didn't tell you guys that. Not only was I homeless, and I didn't share this with you guys, but I actually stayed in a homeless shelter for 1 month, because of that. Just, I mean, it was a lot, guys. It was a lot. I was at a really deep part of my life. And I told myself, I didn't want to work for anybody else. The fact that somebody could come in there and just snap their fingers after giving them, almost 15 years, it was just too much for me. So I told myself, I had made up my mind I didn't want to work for anybody. Make a long story short, guys, I came into the online space not knowing anything. I dabbled into a couple things, and I discovered this program right here through someone on January the 13th, and I joined on January the 15th. And I told myself I want to make 6 figures by the end of the year. That was my goal right out the gate. Guys, I hit 6 figures in 112 days, guys. That is a little bit over 3.5 months. Today is May the 15th. I joined on January the 15th, and I'm at a little bit over $110,000 in 120 days, which is just, I can't even tell you what that has done. I've paid off $27,000 in debt. The only other debt I have is about $15,000 for student loans, which will probably be paid off in the next 2 months max, guys. And I'm able to travel. Me and my wife are able to do stuff. I'm getting ready to go Monday for 3 days to Georgia. My daughter is planning for colleges down there. These are things, guys, I never got to do. I'm talking about 6 to 8 years. I missed out on this type of stuff. I'm getting ready to go to Jamaica. It's already paid for 8 people. I would have never not only had the time, but never been able to make that type of income to be able to take my whole family on a trip that was been on my bucket list probably since I was 12 years old. And so, guys, I just want you to understand that first and foremost, if you're here, this is the best business in the world. The fact that you can just work 2 hours a day and be able to learn skills that is going to pay you as long as the internet is around, because it's not going anywhere. It's almost like I wake up every day just like this, because I know that all I have to do is show up for 2 hours out of 24 hours. And I'm able to learn skills that's going to make me daily pay. That's going to have me living the life that I would have never. The only way I could have saw this coming was watching it, dreaming it on TV. And so now I'm actually living this, guys, all because of first of all because of a decision I made by joining when someone introduced it to me, because I could have kept on scrolling, right? But I joined. I've learned skills. And those skills are teaching me how to make daily pay. I'm a part of a thriving community, people who support me, who actually inspire me, who motivate me, and people who I can continue to learn from myself. And so, I'll leave you guys with this and I'll get off, Michelle. Guys, I had a millionaire mentor tell me this in 2018. He said, Daryl, you have to stop being poor, man. He said, you have to stop being poor. And he wasn't talking about where I come from. He was talking about my mindset, guys. I was living paycheck to paycheck, but he said, you have to stop passing over opportunities repeatedly. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. He said, and I realized that train of that thought, that little thing that he invested, implemented in me, guys, that is the reason why I'm going to be one of those 7-figure earners that Michelle creates in this program. I know I will be, right? Because I would have never even thought of making 6 figures in under 4 months, let alone for the whole year. But this is the power of what we have up here. And so anyway, I can talk all day, but again, guys, it can be one day for you, or it can be day one, guys. And I highly recommend it for if you're smart, I ain't gonna say if you're smart, but guys, I would make it day one if I were you, because this is the best business in the world and we've got the best supporting cast around here. So thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you guys, and let's get it, guys.